Happy December, everyone, and welcome to Real Estate Talks with Tessa. So this past month, there's some pretty big mortgage news that has been released that will definitely be impacting home buyers and sellers all across BC and beyond. So I'm going to start with some stats for the month and then get into that mortgage news. At the end of November, there were just over 2,800 active listings on the market. That's about a 7.3% increase from November of last year to November of this year. Again, as with previous months, a little more on the market, more choices for buyers. Both parties, buyers and sellers, have a little more time to make their decisions. There were 551 sales that happened throughout the month of November. That is almost 40% increase from last November to this November. That's pretty big. Condo sales were up year over year around 55%, and single family home sales were also up. They were up around 36% compared to last November. That's a big jump. I'm feeling it in the market. Lots of realtors are around Greater Victoria. There's been tons of activity this fall and even moving closer to the holidays. I'm filming this video in December, even though we're discussing the month end of November. So even continued towards the holiday season, activity is still up, deals are still being done. It's pretty interesting out there. There are homes selling over ask in multiple offers. That's not a rare thing in today's market, actually, which is pretty different compared to seasonality of most markets. And that also has to do with the rate drop that we just recently saw. And the couple rate drops in a row, of course, are building up and impacting the decisions of those buyers. Now for pricing, prices are up slightly for condos, not a ton of change. November this year, they're sitting at around $613,000. Interestingly enough, single family homes and townhomes are slightly down in price compared to this time last year. The single family home is selling for around $1.23 million, and the average townhome is selling for around $830,000. Now for the mortgage news that I was mentioning before. So lots of changes happening. One is the Bank of Canada on December 11th did as expected, which was decrease the interest rate by 50 basis points. That's a large drop, especially with the other drops we've been seeing over the past couple of months. This is great news for those who have a variable rate, who are potentially refinancing or looking to get a mortgage, as you can potentially get a better rate now than you could have 6 months ago before these consecutive drops have happened. Now, 2 new CMHC rules have been released, and they both started December 15th. So the first one is for insured mortgages. Previously, if you had a mortgage up to $1 million, you did not have to pay 20%. 20% down payment was due for mortgages $1 million plus. They have now changed that starting December 15th so that you only have to do a 20% down payment above $1.5 million. So that's allowing more home buyers to move into the bracket of 1 million to 1.5 million who previously could not because of the restriction of down payment, even if they met the income threshold to get that mortgage. The second rule that CMHC has changed or updated is the amortization period for mortgages. All first-time home buyers are now eligible to have a 30-year amortization period. This is great, as it was previously 25 years, and now with a 30-year period, your payments are going to be lowered. So again, just making home ownership for those first-time home buyers a little bit more affordable. That might be the difference of a home buyer staying as a renter as compared to now. They might be a little more intrigued by purchasing, building up equity in their home, and getting all those benefits that we know home owners do have over time. I just wanted to wish everyone happy holidays and a happy new year going into 2025. Lots is going to be going on. Like I mentioned, the market has been picking up quite a lot November and into December so far. I think this is just going to continue with that drop in mortgage rate with these new CMHC rules. I believe it's going to be a really busy spring, so let's see what happens. Again, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the new year.